So, ladies and gentlemen, Juan Pablo. Have a seat.
How's it going?
Good.
Finally.
Finally, it's over.
Now I go to the real world.
How are you doing? How are you feeling right now?
I'm doing great. I feel relief. Finally, it's been a long wait.
Yeah.
You know, before talking, I just want to, it's been hard for me for the past month because of what's happening in Venezuela. So I want to make sure that I say that it's been very tough for me in my country. And, we pray for Venezuela and
absolutely
stay strong.
And obviously a lot to talk about tonight, and to talk about Nikki in a little bit, but we have a lot of time to talk about her and with her. I just talked to Claire.
Yes.
What is your take on her goodbye and really y'all's relationship?
Like I said before, I didn't come here to play games, and some of the guys that have been here in my situation, they know that, you're here for a reason, to find somebody, and when it's there, it's there. When it's not, it's not. Some people left. Charlene, Andy. And some people I had to say goodbye, and those were the toughest ones. To me, it was very hard to say goodbye to people, and honestly, at the end of the day, I made the decision that I thought it was good for me, and it is what it is.
I asked you at the Women Tell All a week ago if you had any regrets or thoughts now that you've seen the show back, and I guess I'll just ask it again. Have you thought about that? Is there anything you would change or do?
I will regret. Wow, it's tough because when you're in that situation, and I love doing it. The 2 months that I spent doing it, it was great. And spending the time with the women and getting to know each other, and some more, some not, and definitely, a lot of talk. I was making calculations. How many hours was on that show? Probably like more than 600 hours to 20 hours of a show. So it's tough, and obviously some people's gonna get hurt, some don't, and I'm straightforward, like I said before, and I like to say I'm straightforward to you, I'm straightforward to everybody, and I don't hide behind a computer, and it's
I know.
What?
Like listening.
Can I talk?
No. Well,
Woo.
I was just gonna say.
Okay.
Just watching it with all the fans, and I know the people watching it at home tonight.
Yeah.
They'll definitely be fired up. About Claire, because your relationship was a roller coaster ride. There was Vietnam, and then the incident that we saw tonight.
Correct.
So what's your take on that? And
on Claire,
any regrets as far as Claire is concerned?
You watch my relationship with Claire, it was that way, and we had a roller coasters, and we lived through it. We talked, we didn't talk, and it worked out the way it worked out. I don't like talking much about my private things, and that's why I don't talk about the things that I talk to Claire, or private or not. So to me, I watched it. She was disappointed. I knew she was going to be disappointed. I didn't know what I was going to do that day. Yeah. It was hard. It was very hard.
Yeah, that day. I mean, that day is always tough.
Yeah.
But going back to, because this was a huge reaction from the audience.
Yes.
With the comments in the helicopter that seemed to set her off, that she took as offensive.
Okay.
Would you have handled that any differently?
It's a relationship between two people. Two people have private conversations, and we had in a fantasy suite private conversations. It's between the two of us. I'll be myself. She was herself. She had comments to be in. It's fine. To me, it's just whatever she wants to say to me, I was gonna take it, and from my mouth, nothing's gonna come out. It's something that is personal, and for her, whatever she has to say, fine. If she wants to say it, there's nothing I can do. From me, like I said before, nothing is gonna come out. I have nothing bad to talk about Claire. She was great. She was there for a reason, and unfortunately, I wasn't the guy.
But so no regrets as far as that's concerned.
It's fine. No.
We have so much more to talk about. Obviously, there's Nikki, your relationship. Where is that?
Why should I have a regret? I don't know. I wasn't here when you guys were watching it. So.
Well, you saw the show.
I don't know what Claire said either. So.
Well, she talked about the offensive comments. She took some comments in the helicopter that last date in St. Lucia.
Okay.
And then how it was handled in Vietnam, and then how you said goodbye, I think is what she was offended by.
Well, the goodbye was going to be at some point. I wasn't sure, like I said that night, what I was going to do. And, there's some things that I didn't like maybe about Claire that I liked more about Nikki, and I had to make my decision what I thought it was best for me.
Okay.